Ciao ragazzi, my name is Lee and welcome to another Learn English with Lee. And especially welcome because this is my first video in a series of videos looking at false friends between Italian and English. Of course, Italian is a Latin language and English has a lot of Latin influence. So there are many times when you guys see a word in English, it looks similar to a word in Italian, and you think that the meaning is the same. And to be honest, usually the meaning is similar. But very importantly, there are many examples where the meaning is not similar, and sometimes where the meaning is completely different. We call these words false friends. Okay, and before we begin, I just want to apologize to all of you for my terrible Italian pronunciation. Actually, Italian is on the list of languages I would like to learn, but at the moment I have never studied Italian, so I think my pronunciation is going to be quite painful for you, but try to forget that and focus on the English. So the first example we're going to look at of two words which look very similar but are actually quite different is between the English word parent or parents, if it's plural, and the Italian word parente or parenti. In English, this word, if it's plural, refers to our mother and our father. So for example, if I wanted to introduce my mother and father to you, I would say, here are my parents, this is my mom, Anita, and this is my dad, Chris. In Italian, if Google Translate hasn't lied to me, this word would actually be genitori, because it's only talking about my mother and my father. And actually in English we have a very formal old-fashioned word for my mother and father, which is my progenitors. So again, you can see this influence, genitori, progenitors, but in English we never say the word progenitors. It's just too old-fashioned and too formal. So what about the Italian word parenti? What would a better translation for this be in English? Well, if I'm not wrong, this word means your mother and your father, but it also includes your aunt, uncle, grandmother, cousins, nieces, nephews, all of the members of your family. So in English, this word would be relatives, or singular relative, one relative, and plural, my relatives. So if you wanted to talk about all of your relatives, in Italian you could say molti miei parenti, which in English would be lots of my relatives. For example, lots of my relatives live abroad. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Again, it's not such a big difference between parents and relatives. Some false friends change the meaning completely, but still the important point is that even though there are lots of words which look the same between your language and mine, and you think it's going to help you by bringing that with you, actually no, if you really want to learn English or any language, you need to learn to start thinking in that language. And the best way to do this is to try to minimize the amount of help you get from your first language. Okay, any questions, any comments? Please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you for watching.